Hey everybody, welcome back. We are back to do another project, or start of one anyways. We are going to start it. And if I can get this to stay where I want it to. There we go. There. So I have these little Halloween, they're cupcake packages. So if you bake cupcakes, you can take it to a friend or whatever. I thought it would be a better idea to make it a scrapbook holder, and we are going to start that now. I have two of them, but this is the one that I'm going to use. Now, I didn't get everything out yet, but so this one is the Halloween one. So I'm going to, some of this stuff needs to be re-glued. I'm going to re-glue down. We'll just put a piece of, I don't have my glue gun. Like I said, I'm not totally prepared, but kind of. So we are going to just put a piece of tape down so that this stays. We want it to stay. I don't want it to come off because that's our window. Okay, that's going to stay there now. Okay, so there's our window. And I'm going to tell you everything that you need to have. I was going to make it bigger, but I'm not going to. So we need one of these, or you can make your own, or whatever box you have. You can decorate the box or what have you. We're going to use this one. I have some toilet paper rolls that I've had. I painted, I've already pre-painted them black. I have a bunch more over there. I have a bunch already made, but they need to be painted or done with or whatever. So there are 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's going to look kind of grungy-ish, which is what I like. So you need, I'm using 7. You don't need to, but I'm using 7. And for the little hinge, I have extra, I save all my scraps. I have extra black paper here. And I'm going to show you how I made the hinge real quick. Is I have this piece of paper. Actually, it's bigger than this, obviously, because you're going to need to insert in the bottom. So it's like maybe ½ an inch too wide. So you're going to cut it to fit this, okay? And this piece is 9½ inches. So I'm just going to score every ½ inch, okay, is what I did for this one. And then when you're done, let me do like a sample here. Okay, and you're gonna just, oh, the power just went out, guys. How fun is that? Now I can't show you. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Let me turn this back on so I can get a flashlight going. Okay, so we're in the dark right now, but you can see the little lines right there, and you're gonna do accordion style. Accordion style. Okay, and then when you're done, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. So in the dark, here we go, in the dark. You can see those. Let me fold them accordion style. Power went off, so he's up there talking to somebody or himself, one or the other. So you're gonna take this. You can't see me, but okay, hold on. So you can see. Okay, see, it's accordion style. And for it to fit into the ends of these, in the ends, you're gonna have to miter the corners to fit. So let me show you how to do that. Let's see. get right here and take your scissors. I don't know if you'll be able to see me, but I can't even see myself. Let me show you. Okay. So you're gonna go down from the top to the bottom, and you're gonna make it like that. Can you see? This is kind of hard to do in the dark. Let me get it so I can show you. Oh my goodness. Let me get it so I can show you. All right. Can you see? All right, there we go. You see how I did it? Kitty corner on each side. And you may have to do it even more because you want it to go down into these ends flush. See, I've already did one. So I did that. And then we are going to, I save all my packaging for this type of stuff. Okay, so this is clear acetate, and you can get them in different packaging or what have you. So you're gonna get the packaging, and I don't know if there's probably a better way of doing this, but I'm gonna do it this way. So I put some score tape on one side, and I am going to put on this one that doesn't have anything, I am going to put some of my mixture in there and let it not move, and then I'm going to take the sticker part off and lay it down on here, and it should make a shaker card. And then that is going to get put in here with a backing. So behind it, after that's done, behind it, I'm going to have a piece of scrapbook paper, creepy scrapbook paper. And I can't really show you anything else until the lights come back on. So I will be back with that. Okay, lights are back on an hour later. So I had to take my daughter to work anyway. So what I was explaining was the hinge system. So you're going to make an accordion, and then you're going to cut it at an angle so it can fit down on there correctly. So if I can do this without ruining it again, you're just going to open it up and stick it on top of there. You're just going to stick it and put it on. So then you have the rest of it. I know it's black, so it's hard to see. There you go. It's all on there now. And we've got these little wings. I've got an extra one right here that I'm going to cut off, but you have extra wings on the side that you can we're going to put a cover. Well, I actually made, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages and a back cover and a front cover. Okay, but now what you got to do is take some score tape. I had a bug fly in my eye and now it's irritating me. You're going to take some score tape. Is this quarter? This one's smaller. You can use quarter if you want or whatever. You're going to take the score tape and you're going to put it on both sides. So say I was going to put one of those on here. You're going to put score tape here and score tape on this side, so on both sides, and then you're going to squeeze on that one page so it's stuck there. Okay. So it's not going to be like real thick where you can add a bunch of stuff, but you can, so it'll just puff out, you know. So if that's something that you're going to do before you do your covers, you want to make sure that you glue on here a piece of string, not string, but ribbon or elastic with a button or whatever. You do that before you do your final, when you cover this. You want to make sure that's underneath. And we will do that together. This is going to be a little bit of a project. It's probably going to be a couple of videos. I'm just showing you the first part. So you get toilet paper, paint it. I painted mine black because it's Halloween, but if you're making a Christmas one, you could do it white, or you could leave it the tan color, what have you. And then the papers that you want to use. I haven't gone and got my papers yet to decide. Now these are, how big are these? I don't have my ruler. I probably do, I don't know where it is though. Okay, so these toilet papers are 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. So you're going to make your papers a little smaller than that, right? So ruler, scissors, scoreboard, scoring tool. If you want to do a shaker on here, you don't have to. You can just put a creepy piece of paper in there, you know. I'm actually going to do a shaker. So while the power was out, I did this. So I glued it, no, I taped it, right? So it makes it a little pocket, right? So now I'm going to glue this down on here. I think I'm going to have to use more glue, tape though. And it's kind of hard to do because this is in the way. I'm just going to take the tape off that I have in here so I can show you what this, at least this part looks like. Like you can make it, like inside of this box you can make a a scrapbook a little smaller than the size of this box. And I can't get that piece off. There we go. Make sure it's on there. Okay, one more. I'm going to have to add another piece of tape underneath because it's loose and that stupid bug followed me down here. Okay. That on. Like I said, you don't have to do a shaker. You can make a little shaker inside your little book that we're making. And you don't have to make it the way I am. You can actually make it on. Okay, so let me shut it. I'm gonna have to trim it and stuff, but why is it not sticking? It's not on there, right? gonna have to use hot glue probably, but I want to show you what it's gonna look like. So it's gonna be like that. A little shaker. And I'm gonna have to glue it in, looks like. Because it's not gonna stay. I don't know why it's not staying. But it's not staying. So if you take a piece of creepy paper, grab one real quick. We'll grab a piece of paper anyway. Because my Halloween paper is buried. Not buried, but what did I do with it? Right here. What's this? See, and it'll be the backdrop of it. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta fix that, and I'll fix that later. But you can do like this box. The inside of this box is how big? Is about 6 by 6. Yep, it's a 6 by 6, so you probably want to do like a 5 by 5 book to fit in here. And this will be its case, and then you could do all kinds of stuff with it. So we have to fix that part. We have to find our papers. Which I'm gonna do. And then I'm sure that I'm not doing it correctly on how to do a shaker thing, because I know that they use these spongy things to lift it up, but I'm not trying to make that kind of thing. So you can use the cards, those things. I have some, because when we're done with this, you can decorate the outside. Say this was plain, you could decorate the outside. I think I'm gonna do some stuff to it. Like, I can't find the opening to this, so I'm gonna do something right here, so you know to lift it right here. But I got some fall flowers that you can add or what have you. I want to show you one so you know that your size of this. So you can make a book using those round rings. You can just punch holes in here. Now each one of these is going to have a pocket, so you can make tags to put in here, and we'll probably do a couple of tags. And I'll show you, I want to show you my other one that I made a while ago. And I think it's Mickey Mouse, but it's the same idea. It's the same idea. I used toilet paper rolls, and paper towel rolls, because they're longer, different sizes, okay? And I just have this ribbon holding it together. And then this has, I actually used ribbon to hold it together versus the rings, but it has ribbon that goes through these. I made holes on each one. So I made a little pop out that you can make for this using, you just use a piece of paper like we have here. That's why I have these papers. And the smallest one is like 2 by 3s. So if you make this 3 inches, and fold it. Right, I'm just showing you the seat of my pants here. And 3 inches and fold it. Right, so you can get two 2x3s on here, and you would glue this to this. Right, I'll do it this way. Glue it to this, and then you would open it up. See, you could do that. Like I said, these are not, I don't have these taped in there yet. And what I'm gonna do with mine is once they're taped in here, I'm gonna take a piece of creepy paper and make a, so you don't see all this. There's gonna be it's gonna be on a piece of paper. So it's gonna be like that, you know? So the piece of paper is gonna be on here to keep it more solid. You don't have to do that. The easiest thing to do is to take either 1 hole or 2 holes on each one of these. You can use string and thread it through and use it, or you can get those little rings, like I said. But let me finish showing you the idea of this. Just that this is all going to be one size. So this one I have a little fold out, right? And it goes both ways. And I made it actually the size of the toilet paper roll. And then on the inside, because it has this opening, you can make a tag. I made a little tag, goes inside there. So there's one. You could cut one of them to make a mini one, like I did here, with a top, with a top thing, with a top one. And then this one is just regular, and it just has the tag, right? And I decorated it with the papers and stuff. This one is actually it's actually a frame. And then this one is another one, it's just regular. There's another half one, and I got a bunch of little tags in here. Here's another one's even longer, and then another long one, just a tag, and then the back. And it has a big thing in there. I wanted to do a Mickey Mouse one for a while, and it's coming apart because it's been moved around and everything, but I still have the papers and stuff. If I want to make another one, I can. But that's what I'm saying. You can use Christmas paper, you can use, like this one's themed Mickey Mouse, so you can do Halloween, which is what we're gonna do. So one of the papers that I have is this little book. I've had this little book for a while, and I got it thrifting. So it has a hunting we will go, and it has a picture, right? So this picture is perfect to fit this way, the long way, right? And this is a journaling thing. So you could put this journaling section, you know, you could, you know, you're gonna have to trim it, you know, but you could put that on one side, right? And there's different ones on here. Here's a cat one. Here's a pumpkin one. Here's another pumpkin one. Witch, another pumpkin. Wizardry, cat, witches, another cat, another saying. I think they're all different. These ones are all different. They're all different. And it's perfect size for this little book. Like, look at how many are on here. There's a bunch of pages. How many pages in here? 32 of them. And front and back of this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, plus your tags. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you're not even going to use them all if you decide to use them at all. I thought it would be fun to do like an antique one, but you don't have to. You can use the bottom half, which is the journaling section, and your tags for the inside are going to be this size, right? What did I say they were? 4? How far across? 2.5, about 2.5. So you're going to make them, I would make them probably 2.25 to 2 inches to fit in here. And mine are kind of flattened because I flattened them. I wanted them flat. So when you try to fold these toilet paper things, they don't flat very well, right? So let's see. What size is this? This is 2.25. So let's cut this piece. And fits perfectly in there. And you can make it look like a tag. Just cut the corners, you know, put a hole in it, decorate it, because this isn't going to be, you'll lose it if you put it all the way down. So you want to be able to take it out. So there is the start of it. Now you can decide if you want to do it with the little hingy thing, depending on what you want to do and how much room you want in between them. I didn't make any room in between each one. You can like do, first one's 1/2 inch, then do like 3/4 inch. That'll give you a little gusset in there. But there's plenty online you can search to make the hinges. So, but this is the start of mine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this off because I don't need that end one. And I'm going to put score tape on them and connect them. And then I'm going to make the tags, which is the next easiest thing to do. They're going to be 2 inches by, how deep? 2 inches by, you could do 3.25 or 4. I like them to stick out, so by 4, so 2 by 4s, 2 inches wide by 4 inches tall. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue those and make a couple of tags so you can see what it looks like. Now to put it in this box, you know, I still gotta fix that. You could decorate the inside of this box because it's white, but see, I can make put the little book in here, right? Put the little book. And if I'm going to give it away, I can put some ephemera in here, or I can just put some of the creepy, what is that stuff called? That curly filler stuff in here and put it in here so it cushions it. And then you can make a rosette, which will probably, you know, if you make a rosette, we can make, a pencil won't fit in here. It's too big. It's too big. Let's see. It's too big. Oh no, it'll fit sideways. Okay. So we can do a rosette on a pencil. So that's good to know. Okay. So watch for the second half of this. The first half is just doing it. I hope I explained it really well. This is going to take you a little bit to do because you got to paint them. They got to dry. And then I put elastics around them to flatten them out. And I flattened them for a good, I put a big book on them for a while. And because the paint is on there, it's going to make it kind of soggy, so it'll work better. But you do all of that, and then let me show you mine. Here's mine, like this. See, just accordion, right? And I'm going to put tape on them. Probably the skinny tape. Oh, we can use this tape. And I just got to make the tags. The tags, so we can cut this one. That was my for instance. And just get my cutter out. I think it's in my, yeah, it's over there. And make these 2 inches. So 2 inches wide. And you can do this. Okay. And that didn't work very well. Okay. And you can even do this with it, you know. You can write on it, or you can put paper on it. Now if you're using black, just know that if you're going to write on it, you need a white pen. See, this actually could be a little wider than 2 inches. But it needs to be, I can leave it out like that, or cut it. I'll probably cut it a little bit because I don't want it out that far. But you're not going to be able to put it all the way down here because it's going to be glued in. So it's probably going to stick out like that. You know? So I might do some of them 2 inches. Oh, it's too wide this way. So let's see what 2.5, 3 inches. No, it's going to be 3.5. Okay. Let's see what 3.5 looks like. Okay. Three and a half is kind of snug. Let's see. There we go. And you want to make sure that when you glue these in, you do it. I would make a sample one of these and put it in. You know which way to glue it onto this, or unless you're not gluing them and you're just doing this, just punching 2 holes and putting a string through it, which you could do. I'm actually going to do it the other way, but so you can do that. It would be fun doing it that way. I may change my mind. So 3 inches is 3.5. 3 inches will probably be a little bit better. Let's see. Still playing with this paper. So no, 3 inches is too much. So 2.5 inches. So if you do 2 1/4, let's do 2 1/4. Okay. Let's see what 2 1/4 looks like. That's probably a little better, I guess. I don't know. 2.5 is good. I would do 2.5. 2.5. 2.5 fits snuggy. 2.5 will work. So there we go. So that'll get you started. So this is part 1, and then part 2 will be the decorating part. So we will be back with that.